So now I will talk about this project a little bit. So this project is called Untitled Disappearing, which is the recompile from my virtual reality piece. So it was designed as a VR project that audience can walk in the virtual rendering. However, because of the pandemic, my show has been canceled and it cannot be available to people anymore. So I was supposed to have a show in Baltimore this March, but unfortunately it had to get canceled. Although VR is a digital and can be distributed very easily, it is not widely accessible nowadays. VR works are still heavily relied on the physical infrastructure. So because of these reasons, I recompile my VR project into a web browser version that audience can walk around in the VR space, and also tailoring the characteristics of this kind of web browser space. I add another function of the field of view, which enables audience to see the project through the lens of different points of view. This new compile project intends to cope with the difficulty of pandemic. Hi, sorry. I will continue. So if you can, so there is a link of the project in the chat box. You can just copy it to your web browser, and then you can interact with it. I just start introducing my project, and I will continue. And so it's kind of to cope with the difficulty of pandemic season in a creative way. So it tries to open another door in creativity during this crisis. So I try to think about how the creativity can continue even if so many things have stopped suddenly. So this is about why I recompile my virtual reality piece. So after talking about the intention of the recompiling, I would like to come back to what this project is about. So this is called Untitled Disappearing, which is the project with the combination of virtual reality, digital prints, and painted 3D prints. By weaving the 2D and the 3D spaces together subtly in different constructions in this project, so I kind of question the boundary between perception of 2D and 3D space with the utilization of new technologies, and uses the transformation between different spaces as a standpoint in rethinking the cultural memory construction in my hometown with the rapid changes in recent years because of the gentrification policy. This project is also in a conversation to the historic fire happened in my hometown in 1938 during the World War II because of the scorched earth policy that burned down the whole city. Through reconnecting current urban development and a huge fire initiated by the government in 1938 through the similar gesture in resurfacing the physical space. I reimagine the transformation of urban space. This project using the new technology as a form in speculating the memory construction in the new digital age by looking at the urban changes in the past and present in my hometown. So far, you see all the images in the VR space you are interacting with in the virtual space are built based on the digital print I made. These prints were started from the photos I took in the district named the Haoran district, which is the area under the gentrification now. I print all these images, use the knife to scratch it and paint over it. Then I scan it, manipulate it digitally, and reprint again. Then I repeat the process. Finally, I have multiple abstract geometric form prints. I layer this print with the archive images taken before the fire happened in my hometown in 1938 in this virtual reality space. The memory becomes the ghost wandering in the virtual space with the constraint of time. They're all disappearing in space, gradually become white. The fire happening in my hometown is the trace from past to present. Now the city is resurfacing and the digital space becomes alchemy. So in this project, the transformation among spaces, like the physical 3D space in my hometown to the photographic 2D space, and re-rendered in that kind of immersive VR space. Then in this recompiled project, the virtual VR 3D space perceived in VR is reconfigured in the 2D web browser space perceived in front of the screen. So I think this kind of like a new transformation provide a new angle to rethinking about the memory construction. And this is all about my project. So if you have any question, please feel free to ask. Thank you.